Our epoxy flooring system training video will take you through 3 applications: the basic color system, which is the base for all 3, the color chip system, and the metallic color system. Floor preparation will require the same procedure depending on the floor to be resurfaced. Now in this case, we were removing an existing carpet glued to a concrete floor. A power scraper was used to take up the carpet, then the floor grinder to take up the old glue. And this is the time to fill any concrete surface cracks. Epoxy crack repair kits are available at Home Depot, Lowe's, and local hardware stores. And always test the concrete surface with the moisture detection kit. The test results will enable you to select the right primer coat. We offer different primers specifically designed for use on almost any surface you're apt to encounter. And then to ensure ultimate adhesion, we again used the grinder with good diamond blades on the surface. For the edges next to the walls, we used a 4-inch die grinder with diamond blades. Now, if you're working on a garage floor, be sure to add our anti-slip grip. Dust is not your friend with this system. We remove dust from the air diffusers, walls, and ceiling. We used the shop vac and then went over the floor twice with a microfiber mop and denatured alcohol. We recommend 3M painter's tape for the floor edges and either paper or poly up about a foot to protect the walls. Here's a checklist for your epoxy tools and supplies you'll need: a shop vac, wall and ceiling duster, microfiber mop, denatured alcohol, moisture detection kit, drill and proper mixing paddle, floor scraper, empty pails, spike shoes, not squeegee, 1/4-inch roller covers, and also the 4-inch width, paintbrushes for the edges, 2-inch painter's tape, and brown paper or poly to protect the walls. The primer coat or color system comes pigmented in either camel or light gray. However, several other colors are available upon request. We offer epoxy kits from 1.5 gallon up to 15 gallon kits. Mix Part A with Part B. You can use the notch squeegee along with the 1/4-inch roller and then the 4-inch roller for the edges. A back roll to get the best look. Now if you see that you missed a spot, well, your spike shoes will help you get back on the surface. And let it cure for 12 hours or overnight. Now you have a couple of options. Number 1, with just a second coat, you have an economical finished floor that easy. 2, you can use the urethane water-based clear coat. Here it should have 2 coats, allowing 12 to 24 hours between coats. And 3, you can choose the solid clear binder top coat with just 1 coat. Hold off on foot traffic for 24 hours and heavy items or furniture for 72 hours, and be careful not to drag anything heavy over the surface. For the paint chip surface, again, put down the primer coat in either camel or gray. Follow the same steps with the notch squeegee or the 1/4-inch roller. Now, while the primer is wet, you can apply the paint chips and toss the chips up in the air about 5 feet. Be generous for a better look. Spike shoes will help you get out on the surface. On day 2, waiting at least 18 hours, use the 8-inch floor scraper to remove any loose chips. Use a floor buffer and 100 grit sandpaper to completely sand the floor. Then vacuum the surface. Go over the floor with the clean microfiber mop to remove any fine dust. For the final coat, you can use the clear epoxy binder for a high, solid appearance. Another choice would be 2 coats of the urethane water-based top coat. Leave 12 hours between coats. You can open to foot traffic after 24 hours and placement of heavy furniture after at least 72 hours. Do not drag furniture. Epoxy floors can be maintained with a high-quality commercial-grade floor wax. For the epoxy metallic color surface, first select the primer color. Now we're building on the primer coat that we put down yesterday. You have to put down the binder coat within 24 hours to avoid having to sand the surface with a floor buffer and a 100 grit sanding disc. We're adding the brown pigment to the clear binder coat. And this is important. This color must be added to part A and mixed for 10 minutes with a proper mixing paddle. And then add part B and mix again with the proper mixing paddle for 5 minutes. If you want to add a second color in this application, again, add that second color next to part A and mix before adding in part B. In our application, we use brown for our primary color, and then we went back over it with camel for highlights. You can also use the notched squeegee to move the material around together with your 1/4-inch roller. The spike shoes are necessary to get out on the surface. You can also use a 4 or a 6-inch roller for a swirl effect with that second color. And this should be done after the surface had been back-rolled at least 2 or 3 times. Before applying the top coat, redust that floor again with the microfiber mop. Mix part A with part B. And use the roller for the top coat. Allow the top coat to cure for 24 hours before opening for foot traffic, and 72 hours or more before placing, not dragging any type of furniture across the surface. There's a wide variety of floors you can create. Not only does it offer a great look, the epoxy system offers easy maintenance, excellent wear and color stability characteristics, along with high compressive strength and impact resistance.